Hey everybody, it's Jim Survis here. I'm Richard Fortus's guitar tech with Guns N' Roses. And we're gonna do a little rig rundown and show you guys what is going on with the way we're doing things here on tour with Guns N' Roses in 2026. So fasten your seatbelts, kids, and let's go. This one is his signature model. He's got a longer scale with the Bigsby, and then the black one's the shorter scale hardtail. And now we're fitted. Everything's fitted with your bridges, and these things have really come alive. It's it's really, even acoustically, it just everything. They were good before. I'm not saying they weren't good. They were really good. But something woke up, and the way they're resonating now, and I don't know if it's this kind of wood you're using. It's probably a factor of a lot of things, but whatever it is, it's working. We're really pleased. He's really pleased. And this is his old trusty, we call this one the Fat Falcon. These deep grooves for a guy like Richard, who, he's windmilling and really pounding the shit out of these guitars on stage. And the deep cut, the deep V has helped us, where we used to jump out a lot, and I had cut the slots a little bit deeper, and he'd still knock them out of there. And but since we got these your bridges, it's been really staying in and stable. And I don't know why, but the tuning is more stable. And I'm not sure if it's the alloy you're using on your metal. I'm not lubing it or doing anything different, but for some reason, especially this guitar, when we changed the bridges, and this was a temperamental guitar. It's, hollow body, Bigsby, susceptible to weather and humidity and stuff. But it's been much more stable, and I'm not 100% sure why. Here we go. We control everything with the RJM. I do the lion's share of the performing of the cues, punches from back here. Although Richard has a duplicate pedal board out in the front and a couple expression pedals. So if he wants to override me, or just change it up a little bit, or if I make a mistake, or if he makes a mistake, I can change, or vice versa, quickly. So yeah, we control everything with the RJM. We have 3 drawers of pedals. It's all controlled up here. Bunch of wireless, 6 channels of electric, and then another 2 channels of acoustic. We've got this beautiful new power conditioner from Kikasui. But this thing is, I got a little baby powder on here I use it on the necks, or his dry glide powder. But this thing is great. This thing is great. Super stable power every day, exactly the same. And then we're running it all to his main head, which is this Friedman Jose prototype. Drives 2 4x12s that live behind the stage, so we can keep it controlled up here. And along with that, there's a Magnetone Twilighter combo, single speaker Twilighter combo back there that coasts along for the whole time, doesn't go on and off. So the sound is always the Friedman with the Twilighter, and it gives us a lot of beef and all the gain we need, with some nice sparkle on top. The Twilighter's got a really great tremolo in it and stuff, and won't, especially in our clean sounds, and dirty. It's really good too. But yeah, that's the amps. The old trusty Voodoo we've got here in case we have a problem with this, or if the whole rack goes down and we're in the middle of it, you know, you can't start pulling stuff apart in the middle of a show. I have a separate 4x12 that I have this hooked up to, and I have a little complement of about half a dozen pedals. And if I lose this, God forbid, I can make something happen, and we can still limp through, probably without anybody else noticing. But yeah, that's it. This is the workspace. It moves pretty quick in here. We got a lot of tunings. And let's go over to the guitars and talk about this. Here we are at Patience with this Alvarez. This thing is a great sounding acoustic guitar, smaller body, really comfortable to play. Sounds amazing. His old fat Falcon, trusty, had this before I got here 8 years ago, and it's got a lot of miles on it. Changed over to your guys' bridges, and it's really staying in tune, and it sustains great, more so than it ever has, and it didn't suck before. And then the later Richard Fortus signature model, which is a Falcon-based design, obviously, and he's got a Bigsby on this one. Your bridges, which again sound better and stay really in tune, just great. This one's got a little bit longer scale than this guy, the hardtail. Also a Richard Fortus signature model from the last tour. And these guys are the workhorses in the set. These three Gretches do a lot of it. And here we are with a separate tuning. This one is a standard tuning with a drop D. And typically our tuning is down a half step for the lion's share of the set. But this one's standard with a drop D, which is, we do Slither, Sorry, and Chinese Democracy in that tuning. And here's the latest Gretsch acquisition that Richard's been working on developing as his next signature model, I'm told. And this Penguin based instrument, it's really great. It took a minute, but we got it all dialed in, and the pickups, everything's where we want it now. And here's another drop tuning. This is a drop C sharp, so it's down a half step with a drop low string, which gets played for Better and Bloody Sabbath. Bloody Sabbath is in that tuning. That's about it for right now that I can think of. That's a Scala, by the way. And if you don't know Scala, he's a great builder, and he does this lifted top. The maple cap is lifted, and makes for a unique kind of sound. And here's another Scala. We love Scala here. This is called the Scala Varius, based on a old violin from Mozart times. So affectionately nicknamed the Scala Varius. And this is a great guitar, again, lifted top. And it looks cool, in my opinion. And then this guy, the Iveson, if I'm saying that right. Is that right? Yeah. It's funny, I knew a guy from Vancouver, where I'm from, who had a name very similar. So it always gets me confused. But this thing is for Bad Obsession, and I've got this in an alternate tuning as well, more of a slide tuning. And here we go, the trusty old Gibson Les Paul. It's got a sustainer in it. And we use this on Madagascar. And when it's not getting used for Madagascar, I have it as a backup in case this something happens here. I can go to this guy. It's almost in the same tuning, just got to change one string. So it's ready to go. And then the Paoletti. This thing's great. Fratelli style guitar, you know, reverse headstock, as you can see, and shape of the body is a little Gibson-y, but it's a neat little hybrid. Sounds amazing. And this one gets a pretty good amount of action during the set as well. And that runs us through the Fortus brigade of guitars. And come for a walk with me real quick. So down here, it's a little dark, but you get the idea, at least, is where all the noise is coming out of. I got my rain gear here, so don't pay any attention to that. We do a lot of outdoor shows. But yeah, so he's both cabinets, and then coming out of one twilighter, the other one's a backup for in case we have a problem. And we do the same with bass. Keep the stage quieter because we're all on in-ear monitors, so we don't need all this stuff making it harder for the singer. So we keep it back here. Everybody hears through their ears, and it works out great. And then this little guy is when I showed you that emergency secondary amp with the few pedals. If something goes haywire, I can still keep her going. So I'm, you know, it's kind of a safety hatch, if you will. But yeah, that's how she rolls down here. So here's the Richard end of the snake. I do most of the switching, as I said, so he can run around and perform and think about other stuff that's important. And then, of course, he's got the whammy, his wah pedal, and the hog, which is used on Madagascar. And typically he'll stay off of this pedal board because I'm doing the punches back there. But you know, if he wants to override me, or if I'm doing, you know, I made a mistake or something, he can just, you know, correct it, or vice versa. So yeah, that's the rig.